Hello everybody, I'm Masterofroflness and welcome to Victory at Sea, a real-time strategy game made by the folks over at Evil Twin Artworks that allows you to play on the naval side of World War II. So you can play with fleets from the American faction, Japanese, Vichy France, Italy, Nazi Germany, and Great Britain. And I do believe that's actually about it for the amount of factions that are actually going to have in Victory at Sea. They might add in more as time progresses in the form of DLC or updates, but really that's about it. Now, when you start out Victory at Sea, you have three modes you can choose from. You can choose from Campaign Game, which is kind of like a little bit of a Total War influenced game mode, where you have a huge campaign map and you can manage sort of your fleet of ships, and you can buy more ships to add to your fleet from various ports that you control, and you can attack other enemy ships and attack other ports in order to gain more control over territory, that sort of stuff. You can choose from Atlantic, Mediterranean, and Pacific theaters of war. Now, you also have historical scenarios, which are essentially kind of historical battles that took place in World War II, and you can control a variety of units from both sides of the battle. Now, currently, they have a small selection of battles, but they are going to add in more as time progresses. And then you also have these custom battles, which allow you to pick out a variety of different ships and kind of make your own fantasy sort of engagement between two factions. Oh wait, they also have Free France. Whoops. Whoops, my bad. But anyway, yeah, you can choose from a variety of ships, and depending on the amount of points that you can put in, you can add as many ships as you want. Like, oh, I want 3 King George V battleships. Oh, you could definitely do that. It's a little bit of a shame that they actually don't allow you to get even more points to actually play with, but I'm sure they're going to add something like unlimited mode or something like that. So anyway, we're going to be playing with the campaign game, and we're going to be playing on the Pacific Theater of War. Now, one thing I do have to say is a little bit of a disappointment, in my opinion, is the fact that you can't play as the Axis powers in any of these Theater of Wars. You can only play as the Allied powers, which kind of sucks. And the Allied powers you can choose from are essentially America and Great Britain. They might change this. The campaigns in general might get even expanded even more so to have like Axis side, Allied side. But for now, we're going to play on the Allied side of the Pacific campaign map. And you know what? My surname will be Admiral Whiskers. I have commanded ships from 1910 to 1970, and I will continue to do so. And Admiral Whiskers will be part of the United States of America. He's an accomplished admiral. He served for a long time. There's no captain here that actually captures the beauty of General Admiral Dr. Whiskers. Could play him. Yeah, he looks like an Admiral Whiskers, right? No, he doesn't. Play as a chick. Let's see. I guess I could go with this guy. Yeah, look at him. He kind of looks like Two-Face. You know, half of his face is seen, half of his face isn't. I say he's a good choice. Let's go ahead and pick him. Now, the way combat works in Victory at Sea is it's a little bit of a whoa. Hello there, chap. Yes, my name is Commander Admiral Whiskers. I'm promoting you to the rank of Captain. What? I am Admiral. Excuse me. Excuse me. How dare you? You die first when I'm king of the world. Anyway, your first command is to destroy the destroyer USS Lutece. Get out there and take the fight to the enemy. Alright, so this is basically telling you how to move around the campaign map. You can change the speed at which your ships
This is
go.
the world map. In this view, you can left-click on the sea to turn your ship. You can change speed of your ship by clicking and dragging on the throttle. You can adjust time simply by dragging on the time slider. You can scroll in and out on the world map using the scroll wheel or the plus and minus keys.
Yeah, so these there are little in-game tutorials from the developers that allow you to essentially know what you're doing in the game, and they're really helpful. They help me out quite a bit in learning how to actually play with the map, because for the most part, whoa, hold on a sec. Let me slow this down really fast, because for the most part the game is incredibly complex, and without these tutorials you could get lost in your own feces for quite a long time. So anyway, here's our little ship that we're going to be commanding, our dinghy, so to speak. And what we need to do is essentially move on over to stereotypical Japanese guy, number 2 over here, and kick his ass. That's really about it. And then afterwards, once the tutorial is over, then we have full reign to do whatever we want on the campaign map. And as you can see, we have a lot of territory to conquer. We have this atoll over here, and then we have Wake Island, Tian, and then we can take the fight over to the Japanese islands and crush them. It's unfortunate that we can't play as the Japanese, because I would love to rewrite history and stage a complete conquest of Australia or Hawaii or even California. But who knows, maybe in a future DLC or expansion pack. But anyway, that's really about it. Now, for the most part, however, I don't really know how I can actually stop these tutorials from coming out at us on screen. There's no option to actually change them, and I don't mind them. Like I said beforehand, they do help quite a bit in learning how to play, but the problem is that they do pop up over and over and over again, and for the most part, I don't really know how to actually stop their, I guess, the instance at which they actually pop up. So it could be a little bit annoying, but you could just simply skip them, which is pretty darn good. Anyway, let's go ahead and speed this up, and now we're brought up over to the battle map. We can choose which ships we can use in order to fight the enemy ship. Right now he's using a destroyer, but it has about like what, 51% health. So it's pretty darn weak. It can fire 5 torpedoes and has 2 depth charges, but only 1 secondary turret. We have 5 torpedoes as well, and we have 6 depth charges. So in general, if one submarine tries to get at us, we'll be able to essentially Shrek him. He's a tad faster than us. He goes at 38 knots. We go at 37, but for the most part, we're pretty much the same. We're going to win because, you know, he has less health. It's a little bit weak.
This is the combat view.
And I'm just going to skip this really quick because we don't really need that. Now, basically, this is the entirety of your screen right about now. You have a tactical view, and then you have this little cinematic view. The tactical view brings you on over to this kind of battleship-esque view mode where you can command your ships, move them around, and have them do a variety of actions in order to take out your opponent. So let's say I want my ship to move to the left of my opponent. I will take this command over here and set a waypoint. And that's really about it. And I can set multiple waypoints by clicking on this command and hitting the right mouse button and then continuing the waypoint. And then afterwards, making my ship essentially follow this waypoint by clicking the left mouse button. So the right mouse button continues the waypoint, the left mouse button just ends it off, and then the ship actually executes the command. And then we have defend, which allows the ship to defend an area and stuff like that. You really want to use this when you're defending weaker ships against more powerful ships, so something like a carrier or something like that. And then we have attack, which allows your ships to auto attack any enemy they see, blah blah blah, that sort of stuff. And then we have retreat, which makes your ships run away. But you know what, we're Admiral Whiskers, so who the fuck runs away? So that's basically the tactical map, and then you can order your entire fleet to retreat if you feel as though you're going to lose the battle. You can toggle ship information so that you can know what the hell your ship is and what it does and stuff like that. Now over here, down on the bottom of your screen, are kind of the ship's vital signs, so turbine, props, not props, like propellers, fuel systems, engines, magazines, bridge, blah blah blah, all that stuff. As you take damage from enemy ships, some of these will go offline and you can repair some of them, but others you have to actually repair at ports and stuff, which could cause you to essentially lose out on certain battles due to the fact that maybe, oh, I'm stuck in the middle of the water because my engines don't work and stuff and I can't move. So you have to really make sure that your ships are up to speed, up to snuff, and they don't take too many of these what was it, their vital signs down with them. Like, you don't really want to lose engines in the middle of a battle, and you don't really want to send in a ship that has essentially really terrible turbines into, what was it, the middle of, like, I don't know, a Fubuki class destroyer fleet, which isn't exactly a good idea. So then those are the vital signs, and then over here you have the health of the ship, the overall health, and then we have the crew size, and the crew will basically sort of, depending on the size of the crew, will kind of heal up your ship for the most part in the middle of the battle. So if you do have bridge is damaged, then the crew can heal up the bridge, which is pretty darn good. And then over here, above everything else, are the ship's weapons. So you have depth charges, which are useful against submarines. You have torpedoes, which are good against old ships. And then you have actual cannons. Now, for the most part, in this game, in the battle maps themselves, you're allowed to have your ships auto attack your opponents. So I could just tell my ship to go ahead and go, hey, just attack this dude. I don't want to do anything. You go. This is your time to shine. And the ship will do that. The ship will automatically fire at the dude. So once the dude gets in range of the turrets, the ship will use the turrets. When the dude gets in range of the torpedoes, the ship will use the torpedoes. And same with depth charges. If the ship, like let's say if this was a submarine, gets too close to my ship, then my ship will use depth charges. Simple. But you could also manually use these little toys. And you could use them on the tactical map, and you could use them on the cinematic view. And this is what makes the game a lot of fun. And it does allow you to use a lot of micro for your ships. Now, in general, I have a nag to actually use these things manually. And sometimes, you know, it works. It does work. Like, hey, I get a critical hit on a ship, and you know what? Good for me. Sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I miss horribly, and I cry. In general, whether or not you want to use these abilities is completely up to you. I like to say that you should always use torpedoes manually because they're a really strong tool, and I don't really trust the AI that much. Not that the AI is bad, but that, you know, I just simply don't trust them. Also, you should really use your abilities on the tactical view of the map because if you use them in cinematic, you could kind of get a tad, I guess, you might get a little bit of the distance wrong, and you can make a really bad mistake and miss. And in heated battles where there's like 15 or more ships that you're fighting against at the same time, yeah, that's not something you want to do. So anyway, that's basically pretty much it. We could speed up the game like so to make things go a tad faster. I'm going to go by speed 1, and that's really about it. Enemy ship is closing in on us. I'm going to go ahead and use my cannons. I can pause the game like so. Now, he's going to move to the left of us, and we're just going to go ahead and fire a volley of our turrets over here. That's really about it. He's going to walk right into it. Bam! A direct hit. He's going to try and turn around and run away, but no! Escape is for the weak! Because of that, we will be able to get him again. Yeah, mamacita. Bam. Right over there, his weapons were destroyed. Not his engines, unfortunately, but we did destroy his weapons, so he can't fight back against us, which is good. And one more volley should be able to send him back to Davy Jones' soccer match. Oh. Nope. He's a lucky one. He is a lucky one. He won't have to bring the Gatorade this time. Well, I guess we're just going to have to chase him down. And for the most part, that's pretty much the battles in a nutshell. You know, you destroy enemy ships. You send in your ships to ports and stuff, heal them up, get more ships in your fleets, that sort of stuff. Now, hopefully maybe John L. McCree can fuck off for now because I don't really need him. And we won't be able to actually use his ship. He's just a tutorial ship. He's kind of like our matriarch, so to speak. Anyway, so now we have full control to just run around, kind of, until... Well, we almost have full control to actually run around and do whatever we want. For now, we have to defeat these tutorial ships, and that's really about it. Let's go ahead and hit this guy. And that's really about it. Yep. Over here, you can see that this class destroyer is hitting our guy, so I'm not going to take that shit lying down. We're going to go ahead and save him. In fact, he's the Iowa class battleship, so he should be able to actually take out the Kagura class destroyer, so I guess he's just lazy at this point. Okay, so I would really like to use the torpedoes, but unfortunately we're not close enough. We are, however, close enough to use a volley. So he's going to go right into the edge of our cannons. We're going to go ahead and fire right over here. Okie dokie. Oh, please don't whammy me. Please don't whammy me. Ah, shit, a whammy. That's bad. He can fire at us again. But we have torpedoes coming up. Oh, he's going to fire at the Iowa class battleship. Okay, so this is where we use our torpedoes now to try and get a one-shot KO. He's going to try and move over this way. So that means we should really fire right over here and hope for the best. Let's pray to RNG's that it works. This torpedo launch works. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, no. My fleet moved in a different direction. Okay. Now we can fire. There we go. Torpedoes out. And you know what? While we do that, let's go ahead and fire a volley from our turrets. Oh, oh, direct hit. Fuck yeah. You know what? The torpedo would have actually gotten him too. It's pretty nice for the most part. Okay, Admiral Whiskers is now the god of the Hawaiian Islands. You will bow down before me. And as we kill more and more ships, we get to unlock new ships to buy, which is pretty darn good. We can have some destroyers. Destroyers are pretty good. I would like some battleships, but you know what? We can't get everything we want now, can we? So let's go ahead and move on over to the next tutorial, which is at Nara. We have a dude following us. He's not going to help us, obviously, but you know what? That's okay. He doesn't have to help us. And we have to take out an oil tanker and a destroyer escort. He's pretty weak, so that's good. I mean, for the most part, this isn't kind of indicative of how battles are going to be later on, because in general, most of these ships are kind of weak. And that makes sense because they're tutorial ships. You don't really send out the final boss at the first mission of, you know, a video game. Well, unless you're Dark Souls, in which case, that's a little bit different. That game likes to torture you. Sorry about that. So, in general, enemy ships will try to throw torpedoes at you as well. And what you need to do, essentially, in order to kind of avoid getting one-shot KO'd is just by avoiding them, just doing some Matrix stuff. So, as you can see, the torpedoes did miss Iowa-class battleship and my destroyer, but if they did hit, then they probably would have been able to actually destroy my destroyer. I'm not sure at this point, actually. But I do know the civilian oil tanker is about to get fucked up. So let's see what goes down. We have 5 torpedoes at once going at the oil tanker, so he should be dead. And the torpedo is going to move on over to the edge of the map, probably. Which means he's just gonna, you know, kind of just like journey. He's gonna take a little bit of a trip till I guess he runs out of steam for the most part. You know, I don't really know how I feel about actually taking out a civilian ship for the most part. I feel like my morals are in question. Oh well. I'm on a ship. I'm on a ship. You know, it actually would have been incredibly funny if the ship that I just sunk was able to sink my ship because I rammed into it. And that would have been hysterical. I don't think actually ship wreckage can destroy your ship in this game, but that would be hilarious. Oh, no, 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 I do not. No, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, no. Hold on. Just fire. Nope. I'm pressing nope. I'm sure I don't want to retreat. God damn it. What did I do? Oh, let me just like click that. Oh, oh, nothing happened. Okay, good. Oh shit, fuck. I pressed no. Yeah, that was really dumb of me. All right, let's just continue this mission again, I guess.
In the time.
Oh, and now my ship is actually super weak. Oh, what's that? Oh shit, my ship speed was crippled. Yeah, this is bad. I guess it's because I withdrawed from the battle. That sucks. Oh, I was pressing no as well. Oh well. Oh well. And now because my ship's speed is crippled, if he fires a torpedo at me, I'm going to be crushed. At least the Iowa-class battleship is here to essentially become my bodyguard. So you have a variety of different camera options you have at your disposal in order to kind of look at the battlefield as well. I can go into free view, which allows me to kind of look at the entirety of the battle in all of its splendid glory and zoom in on all the little ships that go by. And then you have bird's eye view, which just shows you the bird's eye view of one of your ships. And then you have follow ship, which just, you know, allows you to follow your ship. That's it. Let me keep this on free view for the most part. Oh, look how slow I'm going. I'm setting this on full throttle, but just nothing's happening. And my ship speed was crippled, so I can't really do anything about it. I guess my crew isn't able to actually repair this, which kind of sucks. So he's gonna fuck off, and I'm gonna be really sad. Goddamn control fleet thing. I feel terrible now. I did that. That was a big mistake of mine. I kept pressing no though, but I don't know. I guess the game didn't want to listen. Granted, this is kind of early release, so in general there are a couple bugs that are going to probably be expected in the game. But for the most part, the game is absolutely gorgeous. Just amazing. He is this guy over here. He's just fucking off the all corners of the Earth Kingdom right about now. Oh, he left. You know what? Victory. The great and glorious American race has shined through. Oh, crap. I'm in the battle again. Okay, we're gonna have to fight this again. Now, hopefully he doesn't run away again. Okay, he's not gonna run away, right? No, he is. He definitely is. Well, this is unfortunate. I might have to fight against this cowardly ship for the rest of the entire campaign. It's like this Matsu-class destroyer escort just running away back to the Japanese islands every single time. I might just like retreat next time around this actually happens again, because this is a little bit ridiculous. This dude over here just steaming on through. He could probably take me out too, but I guess he's scared of Brother Bill over here. Where are you going, friend? Yeah, you better surrender. Surrender to the great and glorious Admiral Whiskers. I will expect my Purina cat chow in the mail. Okay, so we're done with the tutorial. That's good. Oh, well, we're not exactly done with the tutorial, but I'm kind of in the mood to actually heal up. Well, let's see. Sink 3 enemy ships. Near the Yurakazi, Nara, and... Is that a 1? Yeah, those are numbers. 1159. What the fuck is 1159? I would love to just heal up at Pearl Harbor right about now. Oh, that's 1159. Hold on, let me go to Supply Harbor right about now and heal up, because in general, we're super weak. So we can enter the ports. There's our ship. And there's the... I guess that's Pearl Harbor. And we can go ahead and visit HQ, and they're going to tell us, oh, you're a good guy, Admiral Whiskers. I'll love you forever. And you can go over to the shipyard, and this will allow you to essentially repair your ships, as well as buy new ships, you know, that sort of stuff. So right now I have $2 million. I could get a torpedo boat, but those kind of suck. Can I repair this guy? Yes, no? Or is he automatically repaired? I actually don't know. I think he is automatically repaired. So let's go leave the port. And you know what? Another tutorial video. There we go. My ship is fully repaired. That's good. Now let's go ahead and deal with the last tutorial. 1159. Alright, and we're first off against a submarine. Good. I can show you guys depth charges. Now, in general, submarines are a little bit different in this game to fight off against than the other ships, because none of your cannons and your weaponry will actually hit him, for the most part. Like, he's underneath the water. Why the hell does he give a fuck about your turrets? So, you can't really attack him directly in the same way that you can other ships. However, if you get close enough to him, you can use depth charges, and that will send him back to, I guess, hell, for the most part? Yeah, hell. Kind of hesitating because I don't know a thing about the religion of the Japanese. But anyway, let's go ahead and fire at the submarine. And as you see, turret does nothing at all. We can use our torpedoes as well, and that actually might do something. I don't actually know. I haven't tested this out yet. So let's go ahead and fire a torpedo. It should hit him. I mean, if he's using torpedoes and I'm using torpedoes, it should hit him. Oh, it's not going to hit him. Okay, so basically the only way to beat him is by using depth charges. So we're going to get in close to the point where... Oh. Torpedoes. Ah, Matrix. Completely dodged that bullet. And now we can go ahead and use our depth charges. Okay, so he's right under us, like a little shark. Let's go ahead and fire the depth charges. And that will essentially crush him. His systems are fried, and you know what? Like a beached whale, we could just hover on over him and wait till he pops up and then, I guess, stab him in the back with a harpoon. It's going to be a little bit slow, so I'm going to take things a little bit slow. Just going to get close enough to him to the point where he can't use his not his depth charges, his torpedoes, but not too far away to the point where I can use my depth charges. Alright, fire the next volley. What? I missed? Are you serious? I hit him directly. Fuck me, my guys suck. Alright, so let's do a little bit of the chummy tango over here. This Kandai class submarine ain't gonna survive too much longer. I guess I'm just gonna use my toys just to mess around with him and destroy the ship. I guess that's because he had to get on topside because I damaged him so significantly with my depth charges. Alright, so that's it for the tutorial. We received $5 million. Good. Let's go to Pearl Harbor really quick and get out some good ass American ships. The fine ships of the greatest navy in the world. Alright, so let's see what we have in store. We have the Tribal class ship, which gives us 2 secondary turrets, 2 torpedoes, and 4 depth charges. So in general, this is a really good ship for, I guess, destroyer combat, like destroyer on destroyer combat, but not so, I guess, fast. And in general, not exactly that torpedo friendly. But then again, 2 secondary turrets would help out quite a bit. And I'm definitely not getting the torpedo class ship because, in general, yeah, they give out a lot of torpedoes and, you know, they're pretty darn cheap, but for the most part, they get absolutely obliterated by destroyers that can actually aim. Well, I would love to save up money for, like, a submarine or one of these cruisers or battleships or carriers for the most part. I would love to get a carrier. But let's get a tribal class. Ooh, we have $2 million left. Torpedo boat calls to me, and I ignore his call. That's really about it. We can go visit the HQ again, and he's like, "Oh God, you're such a good guy, Admiral Whiskers. I'll marry you." And I'm gonna leave the port. And that's really pretty much about it for Victory at Sea's campaign map. Again, this is essentially very free roaming, so you can do whatever you want and attack a fleet over here, gain some more dosh, attack a fleet over there, attack some of these ports over here and there, and beat the Japanese back. That's really it. There's not a lot in terms of sort of changing your own history, so to speak, so it's not exactly like Total War where I don't know, the great Japanese Empire can resurrect itself and become the gods of the Pacific. Like, no, you can't really do that, and you can't, unfortunately, conquer, I guess, India as America and stuff like that, or betray Britain and conquer all of Australia. You can't do that. You have to only fight the Japanese and its allies, and that's about it. Which kind of sucks, but you know what? For a campaign map that's that allows you to essentially recruit as many ships as you want from your ports, and kind of has this Total War sort of esque feel going to it, where you can attack different ships and engage in battles with these ships and stuff like that. It's a pretty good game. It's pretty damn solid, and I'm having tons of fun with it, just riding around as Admiral Whiskers, conquering all that I see before me. And as you can see, my guy's level 2, so later on I will be able to access newer and newer toys, and really it's going to be all good from here on out. I hope that they do actually add more DLC or updates that allow for you to actually play as the Japanese and give you a little bit more of a historical narrative where you can actually go ahead and change history. But for the most part, that's pretty much about it. I'm going around beating the Japanese back, conquering supply ports, and that's really it. Now, in order to actually attack a supply port, what we need to do is gather up a bunch of ships and we just attack it. Just like, left click and attack it, and that's pretty much it. Kind of like how you would actually enter a port on your side of the game. So if I want to go to Midway and resupply there, I could just go ahead and kind of follow the map and go to midway and left click it, and then I would enter midway. And just like that, if I want to go ahead and attack a Japanese port, I would left click that, and then it would bring me up to a battle screen, which I will show next time around. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. You can check out Victory at Sea